Hey everyone, and welcome to Easy English Talk. We're so glad you're here.
Thanks for joining us. Let's get started with today's topic.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast, where you can learn English in a very simple, easy, and comfortable way, step by step, with real conversations and beautiful stories that help you understand and speak better every day.
Hi, everyone. I am Julia, and I am very happy to be here with you today because today's topic is very special, very emotional, and very important for all of us because we are going to talk about our moms and our love for them.
Yes, Julia. Today we have a very beautiful and touching story, and this story is about a child who wants to make his mom happy again. Because sometimes our moms feel tired, sometimes they feel sad, and sometimes they need our love and care.
That is right, Jason. And in this episode, we will listen to a simple and amazing story, and at the same time, we will learn easy English sentences that you can use in your daily life when you talk to your mom.
So before we start, we want to ask you a very simple question. And please think about it carefully. Do you love your mom, and do you want to make her happy?
I think the answer is yes, because moms are very important in our lives, and they always take care of us, help us, and love us every day.
So today, stay with us, listen carefully, enjoy the story, and learn how small and simple actions can make your mom smile again and feel happy.
Yes, stay with us until the end, because this story will not only help you learn English, but it will also touch your heart and give you a beautiful message.
All right, let's begin our story together. Before we start the story, let us talk a little about something very important, and that is why moms sometimes feel sad, tired, or not happy, even when they love their family very much.
Yes, Jason. Many times moms do a lot of work every day, from morning until night, and they cook food, clean the house, take care of the children, and think about many things at the same time, and this can make them very tired.
That is true, Julia. And sometimes moms do not say that they are tired or sad, but inside their hearts, they may feel a little lonely, a little worried, or a little stressed because they have many responsibilities.
Also, Jason, sometimes moms feel sad when no one says thank you to them, or when no one helps them, or when they feel that people do not understand how hard they work every day.
Yes, and sometimes very small things can make moms feel better, like a kind word, a smile, a hug, or a simple, "I love you, Mom." But when these small things are not there, moms can feel unhappy.
And this is very important for us to understand because our moms are always there for us, and they give us love, care, and support, so they also need love and care from us.
So today, in our story, we will see how one child understands this feeling and how this child tries to make his mom happy again with simple and beautiful actions.
Yes, and while you listen, try to think about your own mom and think about what you can do to make her smile, even in a small and simple way.
All right, now let us move to our story and meet our characters. Now, let's begin our story. And first, we will meet our two main characters in a very simple and clear way, so you can easily understand everything.
Yes, Jason, our story is about a small child and his loving mom, and they live together in a small, warm, and simple home where every day is usually peaceful and full of normal family life.
The child is a young boy, very kind and very curious, and he loves to play. He loves to learn new things, and he always enjoys spending time with his mom after school and during the evenings.
And the mom is a very caring woman. She works hard every day. She wakes up early in the morning. She prepares food. She takes care of the house. And she always thinks about her child's happiness first.
Every morning, the mom smiles and says good morning to her child, and she tries her best to make the home feel warm and safe, even when she is a little tired from work.
And every day after school, the child comes home, and sometimes he talks to his mom, sometimes he plays, and sometimes they both sit together and share small moments of happiness.
In the beginning of our story, everything looks normal and peaceful, and there is love between the child and the mom, and they both care about each other very much.
But even in a happy home, sometimes small changes can happen, and feelings can slowly change without anyone noticing at first.
And this is where our story is going to become interesting, because something small will begin to change in the mom's behavior, and the child will start to notice it.
So now, let's move forward and see what happens next in their daily life.
Now, as the days go by in our story, something slowly begins to change in the home, and the child starts to notice that his mom is not acting the same as before.
Yes, Jason, the mom who is always smiling and speaking kindly is now more quiet, and she looks a little tired, and sometimes she does not even smile when the child comes home from school.
The child feels a little confused because he does not understand why his mom is different, and he keeps watching her carefully, trying to find out what is wrong.
Sometimes the mom sits quietly in a chair after finishing her work, and she looks far away, like she is thinking about many problems in her mind, and she does not talk much.
Even when the child tries to speak to her, the mom answers in a very short way, and she still looks tired, like she has no energy left in her body.
The house is still the same. Everything is still normal on the outside, but inside the feeling in the home is not as warm as before, and something important is missing.
The child starts to feel worried because he loves his mom very much, and he does not like to see her sad or quiet like this.
And slowly the child begins to understand that his mom is not really happy, even though she is trying to hide her feelings.
But the big question now is this: what is making the mom feel this way? And what can the child do to help her feel better again?
Yes, and this question will lead us to the next part of our story, where the child starts thinking deeply about his mom's happiness.
Now, the child starts to feel something very strong inside his heart, because he clearly sees that his mom is not happy like before, and this makes him feel confused and a little sad.
Yes, Jason, the child loves his mom very much, and when he sees her quiet face and tired eyes, he does not feel normal anymore because he always wants his mom to smile and feel happy.
Sometimes the child sits alone in his room and thinks about his mom, and he asks himself simple questions like, "Why is my mom sad?" and "Did I do something wrong?"
And this feeling makes him a little worried because he does not understand the real reason, but he can feel that something is not right in the home.
The child also remembers the happy days when his mom used to smile, talk with him, and make the home feel warm. And now those moments feel different and far away.
He starts to miss his mom's smile very much, and he wishes everything could go back to normal so that his mom can be happy again like before.
Even when he is playing or studying, his mind goes back to his mom, and he keeps thinking about how he can help her without making any mistake.
And deep inside his heart, the child makes a small decision. Even though he is not sure what to do yet, he decides that he wants to see his mom smile again.
So now, this little child is not just thinking, but he is also starting to look for a way to bring happiness back into his mom's life.
And this is where our story becomes more interesting, because the child is now ready to take his first step toward a solution.
Now, the child is sitting quietly and thinking very deeply about his mom, and he really wants to find a simple way to make her happy again, even if he is still a small child and does not know everything.
Yes, Jason, he is not just thinking randomly. He is trying to understand what he can do with his small actions, because he believes that even small things can bring big happiness to his mom.
First, he thinks maybe his mom is tired, so maybe he can help her at home, like cleaning his room or keeping his things in order, so she will not have extra work.
Then he thinks maybe kind words can help. So he remembers that saying simple sentences like, I love you, Mom, or thank you, Mom can make her feel better inside her heart.
He also thinks about spending more time with her, because sometimes just sitting together, talking a little, or smiling together can remove sadness from a person's heart.
And slowly, the child starts to feel more confident because now he is not only feeling sad, he is also starting to find small and simple ideas that he can actually do.
He realizes that he does not need big money or big gifts, but he only needs love, attention, and small actions that come from the heart.
And with this simple understanding, the child makes a clear decision in his mind. He will try his best, step by step, to make his mom smile again.
So now he is ready to move from thinking to action. And in the next part of our story, we will see what he actually does to help his mom feel happy again.
Yes, and this is where the real change in the story will begin.
Now the child starts to take small but very important actions because he decides that instead of only thinking, he will actually do something helpful for his mom in his daily life.
Yes, Jason, he begins with very simple things, like cleaning his room without being told, arranging his books and putting his clothes in the right place so his mom does not have extra work to do.
At first, these actions look very small, but for the mom, they can mean a lot, because when she sees a clean and organized room, she feels that her child is becoming responsible and caring.
Then the child also tries to help in the kitchen in small ways, like bringing water for his mom, or helping to carry light things, and he does all of this quietly and kindly.
Sometimes, when his mom is sitting and looking tired, the child goes near her and says simple words like, "Mom, can I help you?" And "Mom, please rest a little," in a soft and loving voice.
And even these small sentences start to make a difference because the mom begins to feel that her child is noticing her feelings and trying to support her in his own way.
The child also tries to be more polite and calm. He listens carefully, he does not complain too much, and he tries to make the home feel more peaceful.
And slowly, the atmosphere in the house starts to change a little because these small actions bring small moments of comfort and care into the mom's day.
The mom does not fully smile yet, but inside her heart, she starts to feel something warm again because she sees love in her child's actions.
And this is just the beginning, because these small steps will soon lead to something even more special in the next part of our story.
After doing many small and kind actions every day, the child now wants to do something a little more special for his mom, something that can make her heart feel warm and bring a real smile to her face.
Yes, Jason, he thinks carefully and decides that he will prepare a small surprise, not something big or expensive, but something full of love and meaning from his heart.
First, he takes a small piece of paper and a pencil, and he writes very simple words like, "Mom, I love you, and thank you for everything you do for me," even though his writing is not perfect.
Then he draws a small picture of his family, with himself and his mom smiling together, because he wants to show that he remembers the happy moments they had before.
He also prepares a small surprise moment in the house. Maybe he cleans a small space or brings a small snack, and he carefully waits for the right moment to show everything to his mom.
He feels a little nervous, but he is also very hopeful because he believes that love and kindness can always reach the heart of a mother.
When the mom comes home and sees the small note, the drawing, and the simple efforts of her child, she slowly becomes quiet and surprised because she was not expecting this kind of love.
And in that moment, something very soft happens inside her heart because she starts to feel that her child really understands her and really cares about her happiness.
This small surprise is not just paper or a drawing. It is a message of love, effort, and care that comes directly from the child's heart.
And now we are ready to see how the mom reacts to this beautiful and emotional surprise in the next part of our story.
Now, the moment arrives when the mom slowly sees the small surprise from her child, and at first she becomes very quiet because she was not expecting such a beautiful and loving action.
Yes, Jason. She looks at the small note and she reads the simple words, "Mom, I love you, and thank you for everything." And in that moment, her eyes become a little emotional.
She also sees the drawing of the family, and she notices how the child has drawn both of them smiling together, and this makes her remember the happy moments they shared before.
Slowly, the tiredness in her face begins to change because she feels something very warm inside her heart, something that reminds her that she is loved and appreciated.
The mom gently sits down, and she holds the note carefully in her hands, and she does not speak for a few seconds because she is feeling many emotions at the same time.
Then a small smile starts to appear on her face, and it becomes stronger because she realizes that her child has been watching her, caring for her, and trying to make her happy again.
She looks at her child and says simple words like, "Thank you," and "I am proud of you." And her voice becomes soft and full of love.
And in that moment, the sadness in the home begins to disappear, and the warm feeling of love slowly comes back into the room.
This is a very special moment because it shows that even small acts of love can bring big changes in someone's heart.
And now, the story moves to an important lesson that we can all learn from this beautiful moment between a child and his mom.
Now, let's talk about the most important part of our story, the lesson we can learn from this child and his mom, because every story always gives us a message for our real life.
Yes, Jason, and the main lesson is very simple. Small actions of love can make a very big difference in someone's heart, especially in our family relationships.
We learn that we do not always need big gifts or big plans to make our mom happy, because simple things like helping at home, speaking kindly, and saying "I love you" can bring real happiness.
We also learn that sometimes our parents may feel tired or sad, but they may not always say it, so it is important for us to notice their feelings and try to support them with care and attention.
And this story also teaches us that love is not only in words, but also in actions, because when the child helped his mom, cleaned his room, and gave her a small surprise, he showed real love.
Yes, and it reminds us that family is very important, and we should always try to make our home a place full of kindness, respect, and understanding.
So, if you are listening to this story, try to think about one small thing you can do today for your mom or your family to make them smile.
Because sometimes one small action can change the whole feeling of a home and bring happiness back again.
And now, let's learn some very useful English sentences that you can use in your daily life with your mom. Now let's learn some very simple and useful English sentences that you can use every day when you talk to your mom, because these small sentences can show love and respect in an easy way.
Yes, Jason, and try to repeat them slowly so you can remember them and use them in real life with your own mom.
First sentence, Mom, I love you. This is a very simple but very powerful sentence that always makes your mom feel happy.
Second sentence, thank you for everything, Mom. You can use this when your mom helps you or does something kind for you.
Third sentence, Mom, can I help you? This sentence shows that you care and want to support your mom in daily life.
Fourth sentence, Mom, are you okay? This is a very caring sentence when you see your mom feeling tired or quiet.
And fifth sentence, you are the best mom in the world. This sentence is very simple, but it can make your mom smile a lot.
So try to practice these sentences every day, because speaking kind words is a very beautiful habit in English and in life.
And now, let's move to some common mistakes you should avoid. Now let's talk about some common mistakes that people make in daily life, especially when they are with their parents. And these small mistakes can sometimes hurt feelings without us even realizing it.
Yes, Jason, the first mistake is not talking to your mom kindly or using short and rude answers like no or leave me, because these words can make your mom feel sad.
Another mistake is ignoring your mom when she is talking to you, because even if you are busy, it is important to listen with respect and show that you care.
Some people also forget to say simple words like thank you or I love you, but these small words are very powerful and can bring happiness to your home.
And another mistake is thinking that your mom is always strong and never needs help, because moms also get tired, and they also need love and support from us.
So the best thing we can do is be kind, listen carefully, and show love in small daily actions.
And now let's move to our final part, where we will give you some motivation and encouragement. Now, before we finish this episode, we just want to say something very important to you, because every listener here has a heart full of love, and you can use that love to make your family happy every single day.
Yes, Jason, even if you are a beginner in English, or even if your life is busy, you can still do small and kind actions that can bring a big smile to your mom's face.
Remember, you do not need perfect English or big words. You only need a kind heart, simple actions, and honest love to make a difference in your home.
So today, try to do just one small thing for your mom. Maybe say a kind word, help her with something small, or just give her a warm smile.
Because small actions done with love are never small in meaning, they can change feelings, they can heal sadness, and they can bring happiness back.
Believe in yourself and believe in love, because love is the strongest language in the world.
And now let's quickly summarize everything we learned today. Now let's quickly summarize today's beautiful story. We saw a child who noticed that his mom was sad and tired, and instead of ignoring it, he decided to understand her feelings and help her with love and care.
Yes, Jason. And step by step, the child used small actions like helping at home, speaking kind words, and giving a simple surprise. And all of these little things slowly brought happiness back to his mom.
The main idea is very simple. Love is not only in big gifts or big actions, but it is also in small daily things that come from the heart.
And we also learned that our moms are very important, and they always take care of us, so we should also take care of them with kindness, respect, and attention.
So today, remember this final advice. Never wait for a special day to show love, because every day is a good day to make your mom smile.
Yes, even one small action today can bring a big change in your home and your family's happiness.
And now, let's move to our final call to action. Now, before we end today's podcast, we have a small and simple call to action for you, and we really want you to try it in your real life today.
Yes, Jason, because learning English is not only about listening, it is also about practicing. And today's lesson is also about love, kindness, and family.
So here is your challenge. Today, go and do just one small thing for your mom. Maybe help her with a simple task, or say one kind sentence like, "Mom, I love you," or "Thank you for everything."
And if you feel comfortable, try to speak these English sentences with your mom, even if they are very simple, because practice is the best way to improve your English.
Also, don't forget to think about this story again. And remember that small actions can bring big happiness to your family.
If you enjoyed this episode, please stay with us for more simple English stories and conversations, because every episode will help you learn and grow step by step.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, and take care of your mom and your family.